Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So if today is your first time, my name is Bella and I am your favorite online fashion tutor. So in today's video, I'm going to be very quick, fast and precise. Okay, this video is going to teach you how to attach your breast cup to your bustier. So as you can see, I used interfacing on it. I use hairstay, the cotton like interfacing on it. Okay, so now there is a trick I use to make my bust cup define. Look at this. You can see that the difference is clear. You can see this. The difference is clear between this and this. This I have done. I have used my technique to apply this permanently. This is how it's going to be. Then this one, I just pinned it down. You can see how flat it is. Okay, you can see how flat it is. Now, what I use to put my my cup, what I used to put my cup in on my dress is either I use hemming gum or I use this. But this is my favorite because it's faster. When you're working, you know, this period is season period. When you're working, you need to be very fast, okay? And the two of them gives you the same result. So how do you use hemming gum? You use, this is another cup. You use hemming gum, cut it in pieces, just lay them on top of each other like this. But this is a long process. Just keep cutting the hemming gum and place it on the cup. Use it to cover the cup. Then you place your already sewn dress or bustier on it and iron. Okay, remember when you're ironing, you will need your breast ball or tailor's ham. Okay, so you need this to put it under so that it can retain the mold of a cup. Shall we get? But this is a long process. I don't like using it when I'm busy. Okay, so the simpler and faster method I use is this. You can use any fabric gum of your choice, but this is what I use. Okay, you can use UHU gum, anyone that's you like, but this is what I use. So what do we do? How did we achieve this curved, well-shaped bustier that you're seeing now? First off, this is the inside. You need to put interfacing on your dress, and this is how I work with velvet too, especially velvet that is bustier. I put interfacing. It helps to reduce the stretchiness of the fabric. Now this is another secret, and let me tell us another thing. Look at this down part of this dress. You can see that hemming hairstay is on the hem. This is the hem of the dress, and it's at the sides. This is to help me to sew, so that when I'm sewing, it is not stretching. You know that this is velvet, and velvet tends to stretch, and sometimes it stretches out of the shape you gave the dress. Okay, so as long as I'm putting, I'll use lining to cover this part. This is how I do mine, and it gives me the best result. So let's move over to the cup we came for. Okay, this is the one I've done. Let me remove my pen because it has gummed. Okay, so what you need to do is to arrange your cup. Take your time. Use your pins. You can see my pins. Use your pins to arrange it. Make sure you're starting at the underbust. This is the notch I give at my underbust. Make sure your cup, the center of your cup, this is how to know the center of a cup. Place them together like this, and notch this place and notch this place. That is your center. Okay, so make sure that the center for the down is at the middle of your bustier line, and the center up too is the same thing. Another thing, make sure that the space here is the same thing. Okay, so that you have a centralized cup. So after doing all this, after pinning down your cup, you're sure that this is where you want this cup to be. Okay, so the next thing to do is I use my gum. I start from the bottom, remove my pin. I use my gum. You can see that I did not remove all the whole pin, so it's step by step. I use my gum and apply it generously around. I follow my cup. I don't apply directly on the fabric. I apply following my cup, so that I will not apply gum where there is no cup. So you put it generously and you place down. Then when you're placing down, make sure that no fabric is folded. Make sure it lays very flat. Okay, make sure it's laying very flat. So after this, now you remove the upper pin. Do the same for here, the upper side. Do the same, apply generously. This is to hold it up and down before removing the side pin. Okay, so you push it down and make sure that your fabric is not squeezed at the back, at the right side. Make sure no fabric is squeezed. Okay, so after doing this up and down, now you bring your mold. You place it under the cup. Place it under the cup. Remove the side pin. You do one side first, then later you do the other side. When you remove the side pin, you apply your gum generously. The same thing. So you apply your gum generously on the cup and you bring down your fabric. Now when pressing the sides, make sure you're molding, your hand is as if you're molding the cup. Okay, you're molding it into that ball shape. Okay, so when you're satisfied with this side, you can come over to this side, remove the other pin. You see my hand, you see this hand is still on the mold. This particular hand is still on the mold, please. So I remove the pin and I'll apply my gum. This is the final place I'm applying my gum. So I did the down, the up, one of the sides and the other side. This is how I do it. It's very fast. If I'm not teaching it, I would have finished. Okay, this is very fast. So this is to give it that cup formed shape. I know that before I learned this trick, when I just pin down, I'll just use my machine, match down here, match the side, and that's it. But it doesn't give it this molded. You can see how round it is, as if it's corset. You can even use embellishment to demarcate it round, and it will form corset, imaginary corset. Shall you get like sharp corset, sharp corset. Okay, so you can see I'm pressing down. Okay, so remember to cover your gum to avoid air entering inside. So you can keep your gum now by the side. So this ball will help it to form this cup that you're seeing. You can see how it is. You can see how it is. It's just as if it's corset. You see, look at it, well rounded and molded, as if it's corset. So when you're done, if you're satisfied, when the gum has finally, like, it has gummed very well, you can remove it. But if if the gum hasn't dried, like this side, you can see that it hasn't dried, I'll use pin to hold it down and continue whatever I'm doing. That pin will help it to retain the shape it had before. Okay, so I'll use pin to hold it down. Just make sure you applied your gum generously. So you can follow, when you're sewing, you can do this first. You can sew the front first, do this, keep it, you continue the rest of the sewing. By the time you're done, this would have gummed. So after this has gummed, now I will just go now to use my machine to match down here, hold here, hold here, and that will be all. You can see how the cup is. So thank you guys for staying with me till we meet again. My name is Bella. If this video was helpful, kindly subscribe to my channel, like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment, share, and ask your questions. Okay, if you have any questions, ask your questions. Kindly subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you will be alerted whenever I upload a new video. Till we meet again, Merry Xmas in advance. Bye.